Bienvenidos a Esperanza donde la Esperanza vence. Welcome to Esperanza where hope wins, and where all of us are currently well into enjoying the sun in Gemini. It's my season. It's the reason for my season. I'll tell you what, I love Gemini energy because I am one. I am a Cancer rising, Gemini sun, Taurus moon. So all of this is feeding my spirit and feeding my will to communicate and to be playful with my communications, but to also be very, clever and clear. That's Gemini energy, and that's what I'm swimming in right now. Could you please tell me what you're swimming in the comments? It really gives me a gauge of where we're all at, like as individuals, but also together. Because even though we're all like swimming through the same ocean together, and we're all breathing the same air, the same Aquarian air, and we're all like being pulled in the same Piscean waters. Our North Node is still in Pisces, let's not forget. And stay tuned till the end of this video, because we're going to talk about the astrology for today, but also some of the astrology that reverberates over time. So you might not think the astrology changes much day to day, that you can skip the end of this video, but don't do it. You're gonna be so edified with my salt, and pepper in the astrology. So without further ado, I shall pull us a synchronicity card from our synchronicity oracle deck today. That's an oracle deck by Kathy Nichols, gifted to me by a beautiful woman named Trish, and she goes by just Trish because she is not a Patricia or a Katricia or any of that other type of Trisha. She's just Trish, and she's wonderful. And so we're going to pull a card from this synchronicity oracle, and then we're going to get to our quick hits tarot for today. And then if you want to stay tuned for the astrology part, today we got brother, trust, sorrow, and strength. So, I mean, we might be disappointed in something that somebody who we considered to be a brother in our lives, like somebody who we thought we were pretty tight with, we can trust ourselves. We can trust our hummingbird energy. We can trust our ability to pollinate this Gemini season. Geminis are pollinators. They're butterflies. They're hummingbirds. They're bumblebees. Like, Geminis buzz and buzz from topic to topic, and they really bring people together with that type of sweetness. They spread the sweetness even though they don't stay still for too long. They might not be steady and sturdy like Mars and Taurus energy, which is like shoulder to the grind and I'm going to stubbornly push through. Like, Gemini energy is like, what? Oh, I got new information? Okay, I can trust that information and fly to the next flower then. Okay, thank you, bye. Bye, brother. I'm good. You know what I mean? Sorrow, this is like a Five of Cups moment. This can be like, okay, well, even though we do want to flit to the next topic, like we do have to grieve what we got to let go of. And with the South Node in Virgo, conjunct Lucifer there, within a degree, like we might be clinging on to people, places, and things, and even like our cars. Virgo energy has to do with Mercury. Mercury is how do we get around. Virgo is like our hands, what's nearby us. It's nothing like super far away. And, we might be sad to kind of let an element of our day-to-day leave, right? But we need to have strength. We need to have strength. And like we said before, trust in the process. True strength is gentle. True strength is kind. The strength that I carry personally right now is that my love is greater than my fear. And I'm not afraid to say things, and I'm not afraid to do things. And I'm not strong because I muscle my way through things out of sheer stubbornness. I'm strong because I'm steady. I'm strong because I show up every day. I fine-tune my free will and intuition together here with all of us. And I'm strong because I'm beautiful, and I'm beautiful because I'm wise, and I'm wise because I'm in charge of and in touch with my heart space. That's it. What makes you feel strong? What strengthens you? Is it food? Does it nourish you? Nourish your muscles? Nourish your body? Let you do your squats and let you stay in touch with our home planet Earth? What makes you feel strong? What's true strength to you? Is it a big bank account? Do you feel strong when you have a bunch of money that, like, you can escape this planet when you and your friends have fucked it all up? I know nobody on our channel who's listening to these videos probably relates to that one, but there's people out there in the world that are like that. Like, they honestly feel like they're strong because they're powerful in worldly things. So let's see how that goes. Like, I think for those of us on this channel, we find strength in gentler ways. But just because it's gentle doesn't mean it's weak. So that's what I have for our oracle cards. Should I set them over here so we could all see them? Perhaps, because we got more than one, you know. So I'll set them like this so that we could see them in the background and just have that energy with us. Here, let me go like this in case they decide to get a little blowy. Blowy. It's kind of chilly out today. How is it by you? It's chilly in southern Wisconsin. I got my puffy jacket on and it's a little bit breezy for sheezy. So we'll see if we make it through this reading without dropping some cards. Thank you for fine-tuning your free will and intuition with me. I really appreciate you being here and joining me on this intuitive journey. And thank you for your like, share, subscribe. Thank you for letting your friends and family know. True friends, true family, true lovers, true people. You know, like, there's certain individuals and entities that it's like, I don't really necessarily believe in the more the merrier. I'm like loving this group that gathers here together, you know? That's why I'm happy when you tell your friends and family that we meet up around here. You know, it's one of those, like, if Josie would say, if you know, you know. I'm an if you know, you know channel. Yay! Some people just don't get that. That's okay. They don't have to. All right, I'm gonna just, oops, here's our jumper. I was gonna say 10 of Pentacles reversed. The legacy is lost. Things that we've been building towards might have shakier foundations than we had realized. Like, people that we're working for, entities, companies, family names that have been strong held might be overturned pretty soon here. We do have that sun approaching that conjunction to Uranus. We could be very surprised what we learn about certain people and their families and their family name. That is also going to flavor our reading if it doesn't blow away. And here, let's pray and play for our KWIK HITs tarot for today. May 21st, 2026, near past, present tense, near future. Thanks again. Near past. 10 of Cups, yay! So we got the 10 of Cups yesterday too, so even this deck is still like in the vibe of the deck that we used yesterday. Present tense, 5 of Pentacles, and the near future, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, well, hey, in the near past, 10 of Cups, we might have been thinking about happy family energy. Speaking of legacies, oh, hey you guys, I think my bracelet just broke. Remember, I get to make a wish when this breaks. I'm gonna have to ask my niece if hers broke today too. I get to make a wish. All right, I love you. Thank you for sharing this wish with me. Why don't you make a wish too if you'd like to? I could share a wish with you. I love you. We could share wishes. I think that's wonderful. How fabulous. I'm sure I could tie the bracelet back again, but it did break, so I'm gonna use all the wishes I can get Ten of Cups energy, happily ever after energy. We might have been like thinking that, we had a happily ever after story. We might have thought that we could pair up with another and have this like really elevated emotional energy that only comes when two people share their cups with each other. We can be as happy as a clam inside of ourselves and happy in our own families and happy in our own lives and happy in our friendships and stuff, but there's a certain type of happiness that occurs within a marriage or within like partnership relationships where romance is involved. So 10 of Cups energy in the near past, we might have been thinking about stuff like that. We might have been thinking about linking up with someone in that way. 5 of Pentacles, current tense, maybe for today. This is codependency energy. This is a loss. This is especially a financial loss. This is feeling like we're at, like resources are a little bit more scarce. Like we kind of have to, instead of joining together with somebody because we want to share our emotional wealth, this is joining together with somebody because we're both in a sort of like a poverty state or in a state of fear or fear consciousness. This is somebody clinging to what's familiar and clinging to the people around them who are familiar because they're scared to try anything new. And even though they know that what they're doing isn't like as expansive as they try to pretend it is, like still they cling to it because it's familiar and because that's what they think that family means. They could have the rainbow, but they'd rather cling and be wounded with others who are wounded or with those who would capitalize off someone else's wounds and insecurities. You see this woman here like holding the guy, like, right? Like, she's like, oh, like everything's okay, and he's like, okay, mama, like I'll stay you know what I mean? She's not strengthening this guy. She's coddling him from his space of woundedness. She's not allowing like the air and the rain, the necessary rain to flow so that this guy can like lift himself up and lift his emotions up and be open and available for actual true love. This is true love. This is codependency. And the 9 of Pentacles energy, this chick is just like, whatevs. Like, I'm not even going to mess with any of that. Ultimately, in the near future, we might be happy just doing our own thing, making our own money, being in our own garden, doing our own hobbies, going our own way. Understanding that like what we like to do, what we like to chill with might not be for everyone, but it is for us. And it strengthens us and nourishes us. And as our garden grows, as our community grows, more than just us get fed. Like this woman has 9 pentacles, right? She has 6 for herself to balance out between the me and we. She has 3 to save for the future and reinvest in her own hobbies. Like, she's good. She'll go places by herself, even if she has a partner that she's sort of looking at off in the distance. In the 9 of Pentacles, she's always sort of looking off somewhere. So we wonder, ooh, does she have a hot husband like waiting for her right around the corner? She just might, but she's perfectly happy right where she is. So let's wrap this up right now since the wind is blowing, since the Gemini winds are blowing. And stay tuned. We'll talk about the astrology for today, okay? Love you. Thank you. Hey there. Hi there. Ho there. Oops. Speaking of hoes, actually, I think the person dinging my phone right now is the person who mentioned in Robert Phoenix's Chataria yesterday that like, I'm bringing all my hoes to the revolution because I'm literally farming. I'm literally bringing hoes to the ground. Literally. So funk that other energy out there. Funk these Tesla people. I'm over it. Go do your Tesla shit on Mars. Speaking of Mars, Mars has crossed past Chiron and is now moving steadily towards Algol and Ceres, who we already decided were in a relationship, even though Ceres has passed away a bit and she's separating from Algol some because she might be becoming hip to the fact that Al Ghul is going to lose his crown at some time in the near future. Like I said yesterday, they build him up just as quickly as they tear him down in this world that we live in. The sun moving into a conjunction with Uranus, let's not forget that Sedna is also there. That could bring surprising revelations and feelings towards, like, you know, being betrayed, being left behind, having someone sacrifice you and your good energy just for their own personal gain, and then like not giving a shit what happens to you as you are getting pulled down underneath these waters. So let's keep our eyes peeled for that type of energy that might be present in our own personal lives. Do we feel a sense of betrayal that is being reignited or reinvigorated with the Sun-Uranus conjunction? Because we want to keep an eye on this space. Mars will be crossing over this space by the end of July, or by the end of June, beginning of July, and into the 4th of July celebration. So whatever news is happening now might get a little like reverb and a push and an acceleration once Mars reaches this spot. We have Abundantia and Mercury almost in an exact conjunction, so expect news, like I said, about financial shifts and changes either in our personal lives or out there in the world. Mars and Venus are obviously still dancing in a beautiful sextile, so that's bringing some cooperative energy between the masculine and the feminine that we can work with here. We got the moon actually making that opposition to Pluto, so we might be feeling pretty deep about some certain powerful things. We might be feeling deep about picking up the mic and actually speaking up powerfully for our own selves, for our own light to shine. You should check some videos that I just dropped last night. Speaking of letting your light shine for the world, I would love to point out that the South Node is conjunct with Lucifer and the North Node is conjunct with Gaia. And for me, that means that the North Node is pulling us towards a higher purpose, higher love, higher, spiritual sovereignty and a higher vision for us to be connected actually with our world. When people think of Piscean energy, they think of going off to the heavens, but I think that the heavens are very much connected as above, so below to what is happening here on Earth. And we need to let go of our Luciferian tendencies to be like so connected to earthly things. Being connected to the earth and being connected to earthly things are not mutually exclusive. So just keep that in mind as you go through your day. I love you. What do you see in the chart? Please let me know and we'll talk about it in the comments. See ya.